Hello guys, this is Royal69501 and welcome to my channel. Well, the comic I'm gonna display is from 1994 and I'm talking about the Batman Adventures, issue number 25. Well, because we got Superman and Batman on the cover. Check that out. Awesome cover. Look at that. Awesome. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, stay. Okay. On this video, I'm going to give you my thoughts for Superman issue number 1 done by Bendis. I got the Biden cover. Awesome cover, love it. Okay, issue number 1. Well, after I read this one, it clearly tells me where Bendis he wants to go. And it's not too far away what I said on my Man of Steel miniseries, second part. The thing is that this story continues right after this one, Man of Steel miniseries. So if you start reading this, and you haven't read this, well, you might be a little bit lost. Not completely, but a few things you might be lost. So if you are into reading Superman issue number 1 and you like it, you try to understand a few things, well, for that you have to read this one. Okay, to the story. Well, like I said before, this continues just right after this one. The thing is that Superman, he decides to search for his family. First, he left them here. He let them go with his father. The thing is that on the fight that he had with whatever bad guy names here, forgot his name, on the Fortress of Solitude, his walkie-talkie that his father gave him, well, got destroyed. So he had no way to talk to his family or to know their whereabouts. Understandable. So here on this story, Superman is kind of like freaking out. Oh, the radio's broken. I don't know how that way. How I have no way how to communicate with my wife and son. So he's kind of like driving himself crazy. It's understandable. I can understand that, being a father, and some of you. So the thing is that he decides to go. So while he's cruising throughout the universe, he sees remember the race, the Dominator? Well, he found a whole fleet coming through that was coming in the direction to planet Earth. The Dominators. Seems like they were on the way to invade planet Earth again. The thing is that Superman bumped to them and he destroyed all the ship. So end of story. So I guess there will be no story with the DC universe and the Dominators. So that sucks. So the thing is that since Superman doesn't have his walkie-talkie, I use the term walkie-talkie because I don't remember what's the exact word name they used on the comic book. So, but I guess you understand what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the thing is, this story goes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Actually, it's no more. Actually, it's not back and forth. It's more like memory lane. We see Clark Kent lying on the bed, reading a book, while he remembers himself lying on the bed, doing the same thing, but with Lois Lane standing next to him, or laying next to him, or his son. So this issue number 1. Bendis is telling us or showing us the emotional turmoil that Superman is going through. Instead to be physical, it's more emotional. So he sees when he's going to take a breakfast, he's sitting alone on the table, and then he remembers before that when his son used to go to the table and start arguing with his father about the homework. I don't feel like doing homework. I don't feel like going to school because, hey, I'm Superboy. I don't need to go to school. And Clark said, well, you have to go anyway. And things like that. Kind of like everywhere that he goes on his house reminds him of his family. So he's telling us his emotional turmoil. This is a new side I never read before, that a writer would write the emotional side of Superman besides being killed by Doomsday, but that has to do with his family. So this is a new kind of like to me, Bendis is exploring his emotional touch or his emotional corner, I guess. And then from there we see the like Justice League. I love this panel. Check that out. Love this panel. The thing is that here, Superman has one last crystal. The thing is that he threw it on the middle. I think it was in the Bermuda Triangle. In the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, Superman throws that piece of glass. And after he throws it into the water, it creates a new fortress of solitude right here. That includes everything in it. Computers, statues, you name it, is here. So Superman create a new fortress of solitude in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, which that had to be awesome. Then from there we go to the planet. Everybody's working, running around, this and that, and Superman and Clark Kent, he's like, his mind is someplace else. The thing is that he stumbled with John, Martian Manhunter, called him and said, look, Carl, I heard about your recent troubles, the shocking truth behind your home planet dismissed. This is horrible. And Superman says, thank you, John. The thing is that they keep talking. And so this is a funny part. Every time that he was trying to have a conversation with Martian Manhunter, Superman had to say, hold that thought. And he had to go, fight a monster, and goes back. Continue talking, hold that thought, go pick up a couple of bad guys. Or a plane was going to almost to trash, or a spaceship, or asteroid. It was always something was interrupting Martian Manhunter with Superman conversation. That was fun. That was fun. I think they finally finished their conversation. The thing is that while they are talking, Superman decides something happened. That Superman stopped flying so fast that he kind of like lost he got lost on his thoughts. That's what it looks like here. And he ended up in a city. The thing is that that city, what I assume is Metropolis, is inside of the Phantom Zone. How did that happen? I don't know. The thing is that Superman also decided to leave planet Earth in search for his family because his intercommunicator, that's the name of it, all got destroyed. So I don't know how this is going to work. But I'm intrigued about this with the Phantom Zone, and kind of like the planet Earth is inside of the Phantom Zone. Now that sounds like fun, and that's how this book ends. Issue number 1. A very open end, and that's how it ended. I'm very intrigued what Bendis gonna do with the Phantom Zone and Planet Earth inside the Phantom Zone. I'm intrigued how he's going to explore the Phantom Zone. What also I'm intrigued what he's going to do with the new Fortress of Solitude, which is going to have the same decoration on the inside as before, or I assume it's going to be different on the inside, obviously. But I would like to know what the artist is going to come up with ideas, how to create a new Fortress of Solitude. So it seems like Bendis, this is my afterthought. Seems like to me Bendis, he wants to kind of like when somebody goes to the army or any of the armed forces of the United States, that everybody go with certain attitude or thinking that they know everything, and they kind of like they break you down just to rebuild you, to build you up. That's what I think Bendis is doing with Superman. I think so. For Bendis, tell his real story, the story how he wants to tell. Maybe he needs to break Superman just to build them up. That's what I think that Bendis is doing. Because I mean, Bendis is pretty good writer. Just the way that he approached Superman is so different as some other writers approached Superman in the past. So to me, it's kind of like shocking, in a good way. Kind of like, wait a minute, this is not Dark Superman as the New 52. This is the new Superman, whatever. I don't know if he's dark or he's too light or he's just gray. God knows. I don't know. I guess I have to send Bendis an email. Hey Bendis, what kind of Superman this one is? This is too dark or this too light or what? Keep me posted. So I'm very intrigued of Superman issue number 1, which I have to say that like more than the miniseries, believe me. I can see now, like I said, after reading this, it makes a bit more better sense of the miniseries. So, and I would give it 4 out of 5. It wasn't great, but it wasn't that bad at all. So, but like I said before, I'm very intrigued about how Metropolis or the Planet Earth got inside of the Phantom Zone. Who sent it there? I don't know, because we see that there are a couple of panels where Superman is flying real fast, kind of like, seems like maybe Superman did it. I don't know. I guess I have to wait for issue number 2. But I was very intrigued. So issue number 1, I would give it, like I said before, 4 out of 5. Well, guys, this is it. I hope that you like this video. See you later. Bye.